What is going on, guys? Papa C back with another video for you guys, bringing you week 1 of season 4 of the NPA. This week, your New York Klinks are taking on Sin, coach of the Cedar Rapids Thundurus. His link, of course, will be in the description. He changed his name. He has a brand new team name, a really cool logo. You probably saw in the thumbnail. If you guys missed the team builder, make sure you guys go check it out. It was uploaded yesterday. I'll link it in the description if I remember. Basically, I just go over my entire team, my thought process, why I brought all the things that I brought. I'll give you a more in-depth look at the I don't know why I'm stuttering. It'll give you a more accurate look at how the battle's going in my thought process and stuff like that. So leave a like if you enjoy as well. NPA Season 4 Week 1. I think I mentioned this in the team builder. I have a very bad record with Week 1s. And he didn't bring Galvantula, which if you guys watch the team builder, you know why that's not the best thing. So anyway, let me screenshot his team, because I like to do that. I don't have a very good track record with Week 1s. I always lose Week 1s. Of Wi-Fi leagues that are uploaded to YouTube that haven't died, which is kind of specific, I've only won Week 1 once, and that was in PGL Season 2, which I ended up winning the season. Hopefully we can pull off a win here. I mean, I feel like before the battle started, I kind of felt like, you know what, Gardevoir is more of a problem than I thought, and with this Raichu set, I'm kind of putting all my eggs in one basket with the Galvantula. The Galvantula and the Charizard didn't come. What he did bring that I didn't fully expect were the Staraptor, because my team's not really particularly weak to flying. I mean, I guess I do have a flying weakness in this particular team with my Toxicroak, but still. So I think I'm just going to lead with my Raichu. He has no ground type. I am free to get a Volt Switch off. He might lead Staraptor though, which could be Scarf, but the thing is, I'm not sure what Staraptor can really do to me. And I could just Fake Out, so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to Fake it out. So I'm going to lead Raichu, I'm going to lead Fake Out. Z Hyper Beam will still work for the Gardevoir, which is nice. And I guess if I get a Z Hyper Beam, I got a cool thumbnail, so... Oh man. Hopefully, like, the overlay, too. As I'm recording this, the overlay is actually not finished yet, because the artist that I commissioned didn't finish it yet, because we're battling really far ahead, if that makes sense. So I don't need the overlay done yet, but I'm sure it looks great. Shout out to Bill Standish for building it, or for making it, not building it. Oh, man. No Galvantula? Why wouldn't you bring Galvantula against me? Why wouldn't you bring Zard? I guess Zard makes more sense, because I do have Tapu Fini, and Zard kind of gets a little neutered by Tapu Fini. But I'll lead with my Raichu. He might lead Scarf Staraptor. It's a very popular lead. Green Day. Is that Staraptor? That makes sense for a Staraptor name. I can definitely see it. So I'm going to go for the Fake Out right away. He has Intimidate, so he's not Reckless. Okay. Don't know why he's not Reckless. Why is he not Reckless? My team's predominantly special anyway, so I'm not really that scared. I'm going to go straight for the Fake Out. He might just Hard Switch, predicting Scarf Thunderbolt, and just be scared. Very possible situation. Because from his mindset, like, Scarf Staraptor is really common, so if I leave Scarf Raichu to counter it, it's like, hey, countered your counter. Not really. I probably should calc this, though. Shout out again to Aster for the HP bar thing to make things a lot easier. He'll be banded as well. I'm just going to Fake Out, though. I am intimidated, though. I gotta remember that. So Fake Out if I'm not intimidated does 11%. If I am intimidated, it does 8% to 10%. So he just switches that. He knows. He's like, this thing could be Scarf. At least, now that I went for Fake Out, though, he knows I'm not Scarfed. So he goes to this, which is fine. Because I will break this 30, and I will be able to Volt Switch. That did literally nothing. Alright, let's just, let's see how much this will do to a Regirock. Let's see what my best course of action is here. I guess NU Tank? Let's see. So a Volt Switch will do about a quarter, which is ideal. He could go for his rocks here, which is fine. Or he could just switch. Since you saw the Fake Out, he knows that I'm most likely not Scarf, because why would I run Scarf Fake Out? If you guys missed the team build, I'll explain my thought process behind this Raichu. Basically, Raichu is supposed to go for Fake Out on the Galvantula, and then a Z Hyper Beam will kill the Galvantula, and if he leads Galvantula, no Sequoias for him. I also just realized, on the overlay, there should be a section for the bottom screen. I forgot to record my bottom screen. I do apologize for that. So you won't see my bottom screen. Actually, there might not even be a bottom screen section on the overlay. I don't know. It's for whatever build decides, I guess. But he's thinking here. I'm definitely expecting Stealth Rocks. I think it just makes the most sense. And I think I'm going to go out into my Swampert. I think Swampert's the best switch. And I still feel like I said in the team builder, I still feel like Delphox is, excuse me, my best Pokemon in this matchup. Because I hit so many things super effective. Alright, so there's the Volt Switch. That does, I couldn't even see. English, man. Like 15%, so he's Spadef. Okay, So he is Spadef. So actually, if I go to my Swampert, he should be Spadef at least. If I go to Swampert, my Shrek, I could get my own rocks up as well, because he will fear a Earthquake. And I think I'm going to do that, actually. I think I'm going to do that. What's his switch into Swampert? I guess Toxapex? Not really. I guess his switch into Swampert is going to be the Ferrothorn. So if I get Rock Speed, that'll be fine. Although, now that I think about it, if this thing has rocks, what is Ferrothorn going to have? Is it just going to go for Earthquake? This thing might not have rocks. So how much does Earthquake do? 207 down to 171. Okay. So that is approximately 18%. So he could be Adamant. He could be invested in... He could be this exact set, actually, on Showdown. Very possible. I'm just getting my rocks up. I feel like it's my best option. Looking at his team. I mean, there's really nothing that would probably be Sash, though. Just getting rocks up is usually good. So I'm expecting the Toxapex to maybe come in. But most likely the Ferrothorn. Most likely Ferrothorn, because he doesn't want to take an Earthquake. He could be cheeky and just go to Staraptor if he thinks I'm going to go for Earthquake, but then Staraptor doesn't want to take a Water move. He doesn't know that I'm physical. Or special. I am physical, by the way. Although, I guess, granted, physical Swampert's much more common, but I feel like me personally as a player, I run special Swampert a lot. Just for no particular reason, I guess. I guess, I don't know. I'm nervous if you couldn't tell. NPA, man, this is like my main league. Week 1, Season 4, bigger and better than ever. He's gonna switch out into Avenge Sevenfold, which is the Ferrothorn, which I do not outspeed. I do not outspeed this. I could actually go to my Toxipet, or Toxicroak. Does Toxicroak come in and go for SD? It might. Because I can kill the Gardevoir after an SD, I can kill the Sneasel after an SD. Please don't tell me we DC'd. We had a couple of DCs when trying to start this battle, but we didn't have any DCs once the battle actually... I jinxed it. So we're back where we left off after that DC. Luckily, it was easy to recreate, but here we are. Ferrothorn and Unswamped. I think before we cut to, I think I said he might still think my Raichu is Scarfed. I went for 2 different moves, so he can't think my Raichu is Scarfed. Anyway, so into Ferrothorn. Grass move is obvious. I'm tempted to go to my Suyu, which is the Toxicroak. However, he could go for Earthquake, which would be really bad. Now, if he goes for Earthquake, let's calc how much it'll do from a Ferrothorn. Because if it does too much damage, that could be bad. He could also be the Chople Berry, potentially. Although I feel like he'd be Aqua Berry if he's going to have a berry. Because of my Delphox. So, if I go for a SD, I actually kill it with a Drain Punch, which is amazing. And if he has Earthquake, which he might, because if his Regirock... No, he didn't go for Stealth Rocks yet, actually. His Regirock might not have Stealth Rocks. If he has Earthquake, it does way too much to my Suyu, the Toxicroak. So I think the middle ground play is just to go to Tapu Fini. I just gotta see how much this does. If he has Power Up, does a lot too, though. I don't know why I thought that would be a middle ground play. I'm gonna go to... We're gonna go to Torn, actually. Torn is Heat Wave. Let's do that. Duh. Let's go to Torn. You can go for Knockoff, I guess. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. I do have Life Orb, or, yeah, Life Orb on my Torn. So I'm gonna do that. He could set up Rock. I could get a U-turn off here, potentially. Heat Wave is very obvious. He goes for Toxic, which is fine. If there's a Pokemon on my team that I want Toxic, if it has to be Toxic, it would be this. Although it would have been better if I went to Tapu Fini, because then it would have been immune. Or if I went to Toxicroak. I was just fearing the Earthquake. So, here's the thing. Heat Wave is stupid obvious. And unless he has an Aqua Berry, he cannot take this. So, I think what he's going to do is maybe go out into his Toxapex. So, I might predict that and click Psychic here. Or I might just go for U-turn, because he could... I'm going to go for U-turn, actually. Let's think here, though. Let's think here, actually. I want to calc how much my Torn can do. Let's see. So, Torn versus a Toxapex. If I click 2 Psychics, that should kill. That should kill. 2 Psychics should kill. Against Ferrothorn, if I click Psychic, Psychic plus Heat Wave definitely kills. Even if he's Spadef invested. So, I'm very tempted to click Psychic. I don't see him going out to Sneasel, because Sneasel does not want to take a Heat Wave either. So I will click Psychic here and see what he does. Because I don't see him staying in and knowing that this thing gets Heat Wave. Just doesn't make any sense. Even if he's Aqua Berry, I don't think he would want to risk it this early on. So he switches out. I'm thinking the Toxapex is going to come in. Into Bullet. That is the Regirock. Okay, so that's fine. Psychic would do more than Heat Wave to this thing anyway. So he will take Rocks damage, which is nice. So Psychic, will that be enough to two-shot? I doubt it. That was a crit. Okay. So I will U-turn here. I'm taking Life Orb and poison damage. See, I'm going to U-turn here into, I think, Tapu Fini. I think that's the play. So now he knows I have Psychic, so that further pressures his switch-ins, if that makes sense, because he can't go to Toxapex on Torn as easily. Although I could have Grass Knot, so, you know, he ranked a risky play. Because I could have easily made the same prediction and gone for Grass Knot thinking that Regirock was coming. Obviously, I don't have Grass Knot. Otherwise, I would just stay in and go for it. So now he knows I don't have Grass Knot. Alright, so this thing is super low. Super, super low. He could go for Stealth Rocks here. I think my play is still just Tapu Fini. I think my play is still Tapu Fini. Now we can't status. If I go to Tapu Fini, what does he switch in? Ferrothorn? I could just click Taunt. I think I'm gonna go to Fini and click Taunt. Because what can Regirock do to me? How much time do I have left? 75 seconds. Okay. That's the wrong Tapu Fini set. This is the problem with having Tapu Fini in two different leagues. I have two different sets. Luckily, they're different nicknames, though. So versus a Regirock, he could make the aggressive play and go out to his Ferrothorn right here. Very possible. He really doesn't do that much to Tapu Fini. I'm gonna go to Tapu Fini and click Taunt. Because he's gonna, if he clicks Stealth Rocks here, he's gonna switch out. If he doesn't click Stealth Rocks, then he's taunted. So either way, it's fine. So let's see. So he's gonna go for Drain Punch. That's gonna do nothing. Okay, I will click Taunt here. I'm thinking he might just be like 4 attacks Regirock. Maybe? Regirock gets Thunder Punch, doesn't it? 165. So knock me down to 165. So just out of curiosity. So if I'm at 165 HP, that's 7%. So a Drain Punch. Let me just, I'm trying to calculate exactly how much damage. So he's, I don't know. I think he's this exact set on the Showdown. 184 attack, Impish Nature, max HP. With the rest of the EV spread around. So Surf is obviously going to kill. Does he sack this thing? I don't think so. I'm going to click Taunt. Or should I have clicked Calm Mind? He switched out. Okay, something's getting taunted. Into this thing. It's getting taunted. So it's going to be forced to go for Power Whip here. Which is great. And he can't go for Stealth Rocks if this thing has Stealth Rocks. So now I gotta switch out because I don't want to take a Power Whip. This might be where I go to my Toxicroak and go for an SD, I think. Because if he just goes hard into his Gardevoir and it's Scarfed, after an SD I kill with Bullet Punch. So he's gonna Power Whip, or Earthquake if he has Earthquake, like I said. I think my play is still Toxicroak. I think that's still my play. And if he stays in and I go for after the SD, then Drain Punch kills it anyway. So I will make this play. He could switch, though. So we're faster, so we're going to switch out first. He can't go for Toxic, obviously. Or he can, but it's not going to do anything, because the train's up. And I have a Poison type out. Goes for Power Up. Okay, so how much does this do? 163 damage. Down to... That might be a crit. No. Down to 109. So that did, like, 34. So... Ferrothorn. Also, I should have mentioned this earlier. I'm going to try my best to do live comm for the NPA stuff. Okay, so he probably got a max roll there. That's fine. I'll click SD regardless. Because after the rocks damage, plus SD, I will kill the Gardevoir. And that might be his switch-in if he predicts me to go for a fighting move here. Granted, if he has Earthquake, that's really bad. That's really bad if he has Earthquake, but I don't think he has it if he has Toxic. There is also a chance that I live in Earthquake, a pretty decent chance. Probably like a 40% chance. I mean, it's hard to do the calcs and I'm not 100% HP, but it does min 62, and I'm at 66. So he switches out, I get the SD off, he goes to Skillet. I don't think that's the Gardevoir, I saw his nicknames before. What is the Gardevoir? Okay, so he's gonna have Trace, probably. Okay, so he traces my Dry Skin, so I gotta keep that in mind. I can't just go to Fini and click Surf. So there's my SD. Now, Gardevoir. Choice Scarf. Level 50. Bullet Punch. Life Orb, and this is +2 attack. It does a minimum 102. he took a little bit of damage. So you know what? Let me just verify I still have my life orb. Let me just verify I still have my life orb. Summary. I do. Okay, just making sure. I didn't get knocked off. Sometimes I miss those things. So I will click Bullet Punch here, and this thing might die if he doesn't expect it.
OMAE wa mou shindeiru. NANI?!
Fantastic. Okay, so Toxicroak is going to kill the Gardevoir. That was the thing I was scared of the most. I was scared of that the most. Now, here's the crazy thing. This thing does a lot of damage to his team. I think he has to go to his bird here. I can't think of the name, Staraptor. Because nothing else wants to take a hit. So if Staraptor comes in, I don't know if I should sack this off. I want to see how much a Bullet Punch does. He will intimidate me as well. So taking a look at Staraptor. Okay. I don't know if he's Scarfed or not, though. Bullet Punch. After Intimidate, it's not going to do very much damage at all, even though I'm plus... Well, actually, it's +1 then, basically. It'll do 30. Drain Punch would kill. After Rocks. But I don't outspeed is the problem. Now, here's the thing. Maybe he thinks... I mean, this is, like, very easy knowledge that he could easily figure out, but you never know. Sometimes people make silly mistakes. I make silly mistakes, too. He might think I have Mach Punch as well, even though Toxicroak does not get Mach Punch. So he might be reluctant to switch Staraptor knowing that fact. Because he's really thinking here. And I feel like Staraptor... Like, that's the play I would make Staraptor, because everything else would die. Into Kiss. That's Staraptor, right? No. Huh. So, I'm wondering if he's trying to bait an Earthquake. Maybe. I don't know why he would do that, though. He could just went to Staraptor here for free. So, Toxapex. I get them mixed up. Toxapex, Toxicroak. It's Toxapex with an A, right? Okay, there we go. I couldn't find it. Alright, so. An Earthquake at +2 attack. Has a chance to kill. I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go for it. There's the Earthquake. This is bold near max, and it should kill. Fantastic. This is why I love Gardevoir. I've been saying, like, I use it on stream. I stream on YouTube, by the way. Occasionally I stream battles. If you guys want to subscribe, if you haven't already. And I was using Gardevoir, or not Gardevoir. I was using Toxicroak, and I really liked it. So Toxapex is down. So he has to go to his bird. Toxicroak getting the first 2 kills is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. If the bird comes in, right? I don't know what I want to do. The bird is still a problem. The bird is still a very big problem, but rocks are up, which is great. Rocks are up, which is just fantastic. And I don't know why he's not going to the bird. If you guys see me looking over here by my other monitor, I have my calcs, I have the NPA doc, so I can see his nicknames, I guess. I have my showdown team, so I can see everything, just to make sure I have the moves that I think I have. So like I mentioned in the team builder, one thing that really stood out was Calm Mind Tapu Fini. When I was doing a practice battle against Sharky in my front office, it just wrecked house. Tapu Fini with Calm Mind. He did bring Charizard though, Sharky, when he played against me, and he didn't bring Toxapex there. I think that was the only difference. So there's Staraptor. Okay, let's think about this. 76% basically because Stealth Rocks. Intimidate. Now, do I save this thing? I think I do. I think I do. So versus a Staraptor. Versus a Staraptor. Choice Scarf. Level 50. +1. Bullet Punch doesn't do enough. He has to go Brave Bird here. He can't risk it. I think my switcher might be Swampert. That's the wrong Swampert set. Yeah, my switching is Swampert. My switching is Swampert. He's gonna take a lot of damage from Recoil here if he goes to Brave Bird. And he's not Reckless. And I'm calcing Reckless. So it's gonna be even less. Yeah, he's not gonna do half. He goes for Brave Bird. I'm at 194. I'm at 194. And he knocks me down to 98. So from 194, I'm at 93% to 47%. I'm not good at math. 93 minus 47. He did 46%. I can live. I'm at 110. That's 53. That has to be out of range. So now, what do I click? Waterfall has a chance to kill. Waterfall has a chance to kill. Do I just click a Roar? If I click a Roar... No, I click Waterfall. I think I just sacked my Swampert. I click Waterfall here. Yeah. He goes for Brave Bird again. He will take recoil damage, and the Waterfall will get the KO. I was tempted to click Roar. But then he would have just came back in anyway and lived after Rock. So I lived that. This should kill him. Oh, no, actually, I didn't get Intimidated because I switched in. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, good. So Swampert kills the Staraptor. Okay. What just switched? His team's pretty slow now, isn't it? Besides the Sneasel. So I think he's going to go out into his Ferrothorn, and I think I just sack. I do outspeed, though, which is kind of cool. Maybe I don't sack, because if he spikes... Like, what if he's... Because he has that power up. What if he's Power Whip, Toxic, Spike, Stealth Rocks? I can't just sack this thing, because he gets 3 layers of spikes up, which is not ideal. Into Avenge Sevenfold. Okay. Let's think here now. And the funny thing is, I didn't even touch the field with my Megonical here. Didn't even touch the field. Let's go to Will Smith again, and just click Heat Wave. Because he has no switch-ins for a Heat Wave anymore. Regirocket's 2-shot. After Rocks. Actually, after Rocks and Heat Wave, it might even kill. Goes for Power Up. I knew we had it. This is fine. I take a good amount of damage there. I gotta be careful, though, because Sneasel can be tricky. So he has leftovers. So long as I don't miss a Heat Wave, I think I'm golden. He's not Akaberry. So long as I don't miss a Heat Wave, I might be golden. Come on, Will Smith. People wonder why I nicknamed Tornadus Will Smith. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm a big fan of Will Smith. I like as a rapper and an actor and a comedian, I guess. One of my favorite songs is Miami by Will Smith. And in the song, he talks about how South Beach brings the heat, Tornadus brings the heat with Heat Wave, and how, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but when I first drafted this Pokemon in the PGL Season 4 and I couldn't think of a nickname, I was listening to that song. How about that? That makes more sense. He might switch here, though. He's thinking. He is definitely thinking. If I miss... See, even if I miss, right? Unless I miss 2, I should be okay. So against a Ferrothorn... And not gonna lie, as I'm doing this battle, I don't know what the power rankings are for the post-draft power rankings, but I have a feeling I'm going to be low, so I kind of want to get a 6-0. Not to disrespect Sin, he's my friend, just because if the analysts see I get a 6-0, they're going to put me in, like, the top 3, most likely. So, you know, gotta assert the dominance in any way possible. So let me just run the calc here. Tornadus, Will Smith. Yeah. Unless he's, like, Max Spadef, Calm. Even then, Heat Wave is a 50% chance to kill. So I think that's definitely the play. He is thinking long and hard, though. I think if I were him, he clicks Protect. Okay. So he has Protect, Power Whip. Okay. I don't know why he did that. I guess Poison, but I have Regenerator, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's go right now. The biggest problem here, like I said, is going to be the Sneasel. So I think I'm going to keep my Finny as healthy as possible just for Sneasel, because Sneasel can't really touch it. And then I guess like a Raichu Fake Out will do nice chip damage. So yeah, I think that's the play. Just keep Finny alive and just have everything else do damage. That is the play. So he's thinking again. Maybe he wants to put me in range of a power. Maybe he knows he can live. I mean, he's not Assault Vested, obviously. So, he knows I'm Life Orb because he saw it. So, worst case scenario, assuming he's Calm Max Spadef, this is a 50% chance to kill. Worst case scenario. Or, worst case scenario, I miss. So, I don't know what exactly he's trying to figure out here. That's the thing. Because he can't go to Sneasel. He can't go to Regirock, like I said. Is he going to try to just double protect and stall out the poison? I mean, I'm not a big fan of doing that because me personally, I wouldn't do it because it's not very, like, it's not going to happen a lot. Like, you're not going to get a lot of double protect, so I personally wouldn't do it. But if he did it, I wouldn't, like, be upset. He switches out into Bullet. That's the Regirock, right? Okay, so how much does Heat Wave do? Hopefully Heat Wave puts him in range to where Bullet Punch can kill. I actually don't want this Heat Wave to kill. I want it, or not Bullet Punch, where U-Turn can kill. I want to kill with U-Turn. That did nothing. That did literally nothing. Shout out to Equa. Because I play Fortnite with him, and I make fun of him because he has an accent, because he's British. Alright, so, Regirock. I doubt that this kills you. But I'm going to calc it anyway. Regirock U-turn does 10% max. You are at a little bit more than 10%. That is for sure. So, he good at Pursuit. I'm gonna go for U-turn. U-turn into what, though? U-turn into Delphox? U-turn into Raichu, because then I can Volt Switch. There we go. That's the play. And if he kills Raichu, cool. You know? So how much does that do? Not enough to kill, but Raichu will be able to kill. I will get the regen boost, which is fantastic. This is why I love Torman. Regen U-turn. Great Pokemon. So I'm going to go to Raichu here. If Raichu dies, that's like really honestly fine. He might click Rock Slide here. Which I can live. I can live a Stone Edge even. If he's the set that I think he is, I can live a Stone Edge. Because he doesn't have Rock Slip either. Because for Iron Head, I can live that. That does nothing. Okay. Fantastic. Now a Volt Switch should definitely kill. Which is great. I don't want to Fake Out because I want to kill this thing and get out of here. I think I'm going to send out my Finny. Because that means he can't send out his Sneasel. He has to send out his Ferrothorn. That's what that's going to mean. Because if I go to Finny, he has to go to Ferrothorn. He goes to Ferrothorn. I go to Delphox, honestly. I have to sack Delphox, basically. I might have to sack Delphox. So MVP so far, not that the battle's over, but MVP for my team so far, definitely Toxicroak. Holy crap. SD, so many things it can do, guys. Like, listen, Toxicroak is tier 4. I think you can definitely make the argument belongs in tier 4. If it was tier 3, I wouldn't be upset. But it's such a good Pokemon, man. Like, when I saw it, if you saw my draft analysis, like, when I ran the calcs, when I looked at its moveset, I was like, damn, why haven't I used this Pokemon before? Alright, so that's dead. And then now I go out into... Actually, if I go to McGonagall... No, I can't go to McGonagall. McGonagall's my Delphox, by the way. I go to Topanga, the Tapu Fini. This also means he can't Toxic with Ferrothorn, which is another bonus. So he has to go to his Ferrothorn here. Now, I do outspeed the Ferrothorn, but I don't think I want to stay in on it. Because I need this for the Sneasel. For sure. Sneasel... I don't think there's anything Sneasel can really do to me. I mean, like, what does it get? Like, what does the most damage from a Sneasel? I'm trying to think. I guess Ice Crouch because it's Stab. Alright, so now, I'm going to go out into my Delphox. Yeah, I'm going to go to Delphox. I might have to sack Delphox, though, which kind of sucks. Because I'm not going to outspeed the Sneasel. Honestly, just Hard Switch into... Yeah, I guess I could just Hard Switch into Tapu Fini, but he could just Pursue it if he has it. So it's for Power Whip. That's not going to do very much damage. Yeah, I could take another one of that. That's totally fine. Alright, so... Just because I like to do this. So Ferrothorn, I can't really tell. He might be at 99%, might be at 100%. We'll just say 100%. So from my good old Professor McGonagall, the Delphox, I could Calm Mind, but that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Yeah, this does more than the Heat Wave, obviously, because it's a Fire type. I could Calm Mind, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because Sneasel outspeeds me. Unless the Sneasel just doesn't outspeed me, then I think I'm gonna have to sack something off. So I'll go for Flamethrower. He can't go to Sneasel. He might click Protect here. That wouldn't be a bad play just to scout. And I mean, like, why not? At this point, his back's against the wall. So clicking Protect, getting the information that I definitely have Flamethrower, although it's pretty obvious, is good. Also, stalling out a turn of the terrain. You know, it doesn't hurt him. So if I were him, I would Protect. Which I guess means I probably should have Calm Minded then if I'm expecting the Protect. That's why you gotta think out your plays more, see? Something I learned from the D-League. I rush into my plays. Yeah, I clicked Protect like I thought. After I clicked my move, though. Oh, boy. I am recording. Okay, oof. I had a mini heart attack because I saw it said stop recording, and I thought it said start. Oh, man. I'm definitely recording. This is good. This is good. Okay. Let's go for it again. I don't think he has Earthquake, right? What is he? Protect, Toxic, Power Whip. So that means he can't have Spikes and Stealth Rocks right there. Hey, Stealth Rocks has to be his last move. Maybe Knockoff. But it's nothing too threatening. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think we can win. I really do think we can win here. If he, let's say he just pulls a wild card and goes to Sneasel, just like a Hail Mary, maybe it'll work. You know, maybe I choke and click Psychic by accident. Maybe he just goes to Sneasel. Sneasel gets killed to oblivion. Like, I don't even know why I calculated it. There's a 138 min. Alright, so that is going to kill. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed a kill somewhere. I missed a kill. Gardevoir died to Toxicroak. What did Staraptor die to? What did Star After die to? I'll figure it out later, but I forgot what Star After died to. So now I definitely die to any move here, right? So I'm going to go to Tapu Fini because I want to preserve differential, and Tapu Fini has full HP. So, yeah. And worst case scenario, if Tapu Fini somehow dies, unless he's Scarfed, I can win with my Tornadus. So it's okay. Goes for knockoff, can knock off my lefties, that's fine. Does a good amount of... Is he banded? That's a crit. Okay. So, I'm going to calc it anyway just because I'm curious. Terrain goes away, not like it matters. Moonblast is a guaranteed kill from this range. Moonblast is a guaranteed kill from this range. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Iso Crash does 15% max if he's Life Orb. He goes for knockoff again. He might be banded then. He's probably banded. And there's the Moonblast. And you New York Klinks break the... As long as the NPA doesn't just collapse in the middle of the season. Because I did add the disclaimer of winning week 1s of YouTube Wi-Fi leagues that I upload that don't die halfway through. Because I did win week 1 of the WPE, which did die. We win. Very good win. I'm proud. I like my team. I love Toxicroak, if you couldn't tell. GG to Sin. Check out his channel. I don't know what else to say. Keep rooting for your Klinks. Next week, I don't know who we play, but hopefully we win. Just hashtag go Klinks in the chat. Hashtag come up with a hashtag in the chat and post it. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. And hopefully we don't disappoint like we did last season. I already have 1/4 of my wins from last season. Or maybe 1/3. I don't know if I got 3 wins or 4 wins last season. But either way, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. And bye-bye.